Well, first of all, I'm happy with the win. I thought we did a great job, executing situationally in the second half, which was not the case against Ohio U. End of both halves, got to get better defensively. But I think our maturity grew a little bit. I think Javen Simmons' maturity grew at halftime today. We got to the foul line, we made foul shots, and plus we were plus 16 in the glass. But now we got to handle some success and get ready for Buffalo on Tuesday.
What do you think happened there late in the second half?
They made some shots. I mean, I had a ton of respect for their shooters, a ton. They got us, in a couple situations where it was drive and kick, but I think defensively we played our tails off. They got some guys that can really shoot the ball, and when that happens, sometimes you got to give them credit. And tonight it was more about them making shots than it was our defense.
How happy are you 7-2 midway through? You guys have played the toughest schedule in the MAC so far.
Well, I look like we should have been 8-1, but woulda, coulda, shoulda doesn't get you anything. And no, we put ourselves in a. I told the guys this before the game. We put ourselves in a position to play in big February games. That's fun. That's no offense to Isaiah and to Seth, they've never played in big games. All right, this is an opportunity and chance to play in big games. Last year Bowling Green sold out. Kent State 6,500. Akron at home we had over 6,000. That's fun. Playing in front of 5,000 people today, that's fun. So you want a chance to play in big games in February when they matter. Come to Toledo, because that's what we do.
What do you feel like has been just the difference now that this is 3 games, straight wins in a row just during this stretch?
Well, we continue to get better. We had a bad game against Kent State. I mean, you name a college basketball team that hasn't had one of those. I guarantee you can try, but you're not going to find very many. My best friend in coaching just had one. They were 18-3 and had a loss by 20-some at home. I mean, it's college basketball.
Javen has taken his rebounding up kind of another notch, I would say, this season, especially offensively. But I mean, your experience is part of that or whatever. But what are the reasons why he's rebounding at such a high level?
Well, I think he just was underachieving so much in the non-conference about it. Massey was all over him. Now he's going to give credit to his grandmother, and I disagree. All that credit goes to Javen Simmons and to Jeff Massey. That's where the credit goes. Jeff Massey's on him about it, and he's too good of a rebounder not to go every single time. He's leading the league in offense rebounding. That's a big number.
I'll just start where I left off with Todd. During this MAC season, you picked it up on the board. What are kind of the reasons why?
I just want to be a complete player. I feel like I can help my teammates on the defensive end by rebounding. The guards are playing great defense. I just got to clean it up. No more making excuses. I just got to go and get them. And you see I've been doing that. And I think playing Houston really helped me. You see they big men always going. I tried to get an offensive rebound today, and I jumped over a fan. I really want it. So that's all that matters. You just got to want it. It's a want-to. So I think that's really helped me pick up my rebounding.
Offensive rebounding particularly, is effort the biggest thing on offense?
Effort, tenacity. I watch a lot of Enrique Freeman. He was a monster on the boards when he played at Akron. Enrique and just how he read the shots, and Brett Rao really just helped me because he was at Akron for a little bit, so he was really helped me in looking at how he positions himself. And Coach Massey always tells me to make contact first, so then it's easier for me to wedge. Like I said, I jumped over a fan today to go get one, and we got an extra possession. So it's just energy and effort and give my teammates life.
Did you ever go say anything to that guy after the game?
Nah, but if he's still out there, I'm sorry, I love you.
Was anything said in the exchange? It looked like he was telling you to go.
I really just looked at him. I wanted to say you okay, but I knocked down a referee at Akron, and I kind of helped him up. Coach Gabe was like, man, you can't help him up. He down 1. So I'm like, all right, we down a man. He'll be all right. So I just jumped over. I could have ran around, but nah, I just jumped over the students. I mean, not the students, the sideline seating. Jumped over it, told him to watch out, and got back into play.
David, like Todd said, you guys are right there playing big February games, right in the mix for another MAC title. But I know March is what you guys are really focused on, and I know it's even the tournament trophy is in your locker room. And it seems like you guys have been talking more openly about it this year. Has there been a sense of just how I know you talk to a sports psychologist the entire team. Is there a difference in how you guys are talking about those 3 days in Cleveland at the end of the season this year?
I guess we know the history. I've been a part of 2, teams. Ray J. Dennis, we got to the championship and then lost in the first round where I played in. I think we just feel like we owe it to coach and we owe it to ourselves to go get there. But we got to be consistent. And to remain consistent, we got to have good practices and stack good days. That's all that matters. Just keep stacking one good day after another, and that's how we're going to get it.
And when you guys talk about kind of being angry this season, how do you channel that in a good way?
Not necessarily talking to the opponent, but talking to ourselves. Like, hey, we know we're better than what we are. We just got to go out there and show it every day. And if the opponents feel some type of way and they say something to us, then we can say something back. Kind of Pistons bad boys. Let's go get it.
Anything else? Have you felt talking to a sports psychologist has been helpful? I know everyone on the team has. What's that been like?
Yeah. I mean, I know it's hard to admit for a lot of college athletes, but I have my own therapist outside of that. So I go talk to her too. So my mental is always like, hey, what's next? We talk about the good days, the bad days, and that's all that matters. And, he helped us put things in perspective, and then she helped me put things in perspective, and I take it, and I help my teammates do that. So that's all that matters.
You guys were 33 of 38 from the free throw line today. Obviously, the ones at the end of the game were pretty important. How, I guess, kind of clutch were you guys at the free throw line? How big was that?
That was very big for us to hit our free throws at the end. Kay always tell us to do our yoga breaths, so we just don't get riled up by the crowd, and that helped us just overall winning the game, making our free throws.
At the beginning of this season, Coach said that you would probably be the most improved player in the MAC. Just how, at this midway point now in conference play, have you just noticed seeing your game grow?
I've seen it grow a lot. Game by game, I feel like I'm getting better. Being more of a leader, that's what Kay wants me to be. Even if I'm not going, I have to help my teammates get going. So I just being a leader, yeah.
Coaches kind of talked about the mental side of taking that next step as a program, and kind of confronting your triggers. What does that kind of mean? Have you sensed a different kind of approach to the regular season is awesome, but kind of taking that next step as well this year?
You say that one more time.
Well, have you sensed the difference in how you guys are talking about March this year? I mean, you guys are right in the mix for another regular season title, and just everything's going so well. But Todd's talked about with the sports psychologist, kind of talking about. I don't know. Has that shifted at all this year?
Yeah, I feel like our triggers helped us a lot. We just pointed out what we need to get better at. In each game, we go and try to conquer that. And because just overall, that's going to help us win the tourney, so we can just stay strong and have a chip on our shoulder when we get to Cleveland.